It took me a long time to figure out the success in what triggers me. And it probably wasn't until today until I finally realized. And I think that's what 2025 ended up being completely of where I am now. I was never supposed to be here, right? It's almost like it was like a freak accident because just think about this. How many people have the story of a parent that didn't do what they were supposed to do because shit of either not having the money, not having the time for a kid, mental illness, or fuck, the environment that you grew up in. Maybe they just didn't have time. Maybe they didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm talking about? So it's like 2025 for a lot of people has been hard, right? Let me check out some of mine. But overall, it's a matter of did you learn from it or is the next year going to be a lesson to that, right? So I walked into 2025 and I wanted to, what's it called? Shit, I want to take 100 people to 100K with $100 because it was possible, right? But I have been trying to figure out because me coming back is me. I'm just at a higher level of thinking. I'm doing stuff that some people aren't used to, but I'm finding the middle of trying to relate to y'all, but I can't keep coming down. So the only other option is for you guys to come up, right? I know what it take in order to get to where you want to be. I know what it took for me to get there, and I know now that looking back at my journey, the well, I would say this, me making my first million was I was a blessing, because there's no way that I had a mom that was schizophrenic. There's no way I was the parentified child. But in those struggles, I learned how to operate with chaos and operate from a level of isolation and independence because that's gonna be how you are able to learn the skill set, right? I feel like what's it called? How do you say? I feel like people that need to be out of the house and in with the Joneses all the time, they're probably really not gonna make it in this because it takes a level of dedication that most people are incapable of because they need to find some form of entertainment throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's absolutely normal. But in order to get to where I am and to get where you want to be, whether that's higher than me or halfway to where I am or whatever, it's gonna require a different you. It's gonna require a different set of habits, so on and so forth. So I'll say my first million, the journey I went from there because my learning curve, I tell people all the time, was 2 years. Some of my students get it faster, right? If I'm at a point to where I have been teaching for 8 years, one thing I can say is not many mentors can just take off. You know what I'm talking about? Most people cannot take off because teaching is lucrative, but I think the level that I'm at now, it brings me down too low in order to relate to somebody that don't have the same drive that I have to just want to look at what the market is doing and don't matter what it takes to get to where I want to be. That's that's where I'm gonna go. I'm resilient. I'm relentless. I done told y'all some of the shit that go on in my life, and I think I'm at a point now to where it's been a lot that I've been taking care of overall for the last couple months, but it doesn't have a say so in like my performance in the market because overall the market has changed. And it's like a lot of people are used to like the guru version of trading Forex, but I live a completely fucking normal life. I live in the fucking suburbs. I homeschool my daughter. I just have fucking assets, and then trading itself is just a way to make money faster, right? But at the same time, everyone has the keys to success, but the key is only a key if you're able to implement it in other people. And I can say that no matter where I came from in this world, no matter how I started in this world, I've taught people from all over the world how to compound their account and turn a small amount of money into a large amount of money, right? That concept itself is so important because, as you know, as I know, because my background, I used to serve tables. My mom was schizophrenic, oldest of three, and I got a lot of fucking responsibility, always have, but I was born into that. A lot of people don't have no reason as to why they don't have money, don't have riches, don't have freedom, foundation, fucking there's no reason nobody should be where they don't want to be because everything in life is completely transformable. I'm at a transitional phase of my life to where I'm learning how to operate in front of an audience and still go through things because, like, shit, we just blew an account, I think, on like Christmas Eve. That shit pissed me off. So I just didn't log in no more. And a lot of people mad about that, but I don't give a fuck because you got to understand my concept of everything. Y'all didn't see me until I made my first million because I operate great not talking to people. I know how to manage myself, but it's like you should be grateful that you even get to see that process. So instead of, oh, you didn't log in, da 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 da, be grateful that you're like, oh, I get to exhibit that, oh, we blew in an account and she probably pissed too, so she took the fucking day off, stupid dumbass. Come on now, right? So I'm at a point, it's not my job. As much as I want people to come to the top, if you're not willing to take as many risks as it takes to get the results, because it don't matter what people say they can do. I'm the only one doing this kind of crazy ass shit. And if you could fucking do it, you'd be fucking doing it, not watching me do it. You know what I'm talking about? That's kind of the point I'm at. Of I've kind of find myself sometimes trying to overdo my part in people's lives and education. But at the same time, if you don't feel the need to change your life the way that I've had the need to change my life back in the day, it's a matter of you just not at rock bottom yet, if that makes sense. So me making my first seven figures was out of public eye, but it was an extraordinary journey. I'm trying to document my journey into 100 million net worth, but it come with shit, trials and tribulations, whether it's your family, your business, shit, your mindset for trading, trading itself, anything could be a setback, right? But getting a setback don't mean you can't do it. It's a matter of how do you say, um, it's a matter of a lesson that you need to just change the way you operate with things, so on and so forth, right? So I remember I had this one dispute back in like 2022, and it was just with this girl in Florida, trifling ass bitch. I hope she watching right now. That's the old her and her family one, right? There was something wrong with the way that they paid, and they ended up overpaying, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. But the way that I would operate back then was I would overdo my part, and I know that families need their money and shit like that. So what I did was I would third party pay her, so I probably ended up cash apping her the difference of what she overpaid. This bitch and her dumb ass family gon' file a dispute anyway, acting like they don't know what the fuck happened. So I'm just like, if I cash app you the difference, da 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 da, what plus two is four, bitch. It's not five. That's where I'm at, right? But it's just like I can't get mad that some people don't have the same train of thought as me because of things that I consider common sense, like I do in this market and in life and day to day. Some people don't even, that shit, that thought process don't even enter the realm of existence. You know what I'm talking about? So overall, if everyone can trade, everyone would do it. And although I want to, how do you say, I want to, I don't know. I want to influence the world to chase your dreams, but if everybody was able to be Shaq, there would be more than one. If everybody was able to be Kobe, there'd be more than one, right? And there's something that I'm doing that you are not able to do, maybe because I'm trying more times than you, but that is actually what it takes. people don't start with having a lot of money in life, at least 98% of them. So when I was serving tables, I knew that I had no choice but to start with what I had in my pockets, which was 50 to $100 after bills and shit like that. I have to go back and explain my thought process into how I came about things back then and how they changed now. Back then, I was more having to deal with how do you say? Let me delete this. Hang on. Trying to figure out a way to make more money. But until you figure out a way to make more money, you got to be able to budget yourself. So my budget looked like one, roommate, two, switching from cable, fucking $200-300 a month to Wi-Fi that was 50, right? After that switch, I really had no reason to even be watching cable because TradingView became what I watched all the fucking time, right? And some more budgeting things I did back then was one of them I tell you all the time, the Green Mountain Energy. Couldn't even fucking afford a fucking $150 electric bill. So on and so forth. My electric bills now be like $500-600, right? But that's me growing from, oh, I couldn't even pay 150 back then. I was paying $5 a day on like Green Mountain Energy when they had that paper day every single fucking day. My power went out. I had to switch from Sprint to AT&T, use capitalism against each other. Fucking, there was a time to where Boost Mobile and Metro PCS, they both $50 a month, but sometimes I couldn't pay them niggas, and I would just switch between them because they would give me a free phone, so I was able to contact people, right? So my journey to seven figures is a lot different than where I'm headed to, which is 100 million. Y'all didn't get the luxury of seeing my journey to seven figures, and I didn't even have the luxury of documenting it because I was at a place of struggle, right? And now I'm really just at a place to try to awaken your spirit till you can be the best motherfucker you could be. Because I think just the way I started and kind of what I went through in life, it shit irks my fucking nerves sometimes, even though y'all not doing it on purpose when people don't do what it take. You know what I'm talking about? There shouldn't be nobody that has to ask you nothing, nothing, nothing. Get on the charts. No, 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 no. Oh shit, we took a risk. I'm mad we took the risk, bitch. Come on now. In order to go from 50 to 100 to your first seven figures, you're gonna have to take the most risk. And then really after you get over like set 25K, the risk don't have to be as big because now you got more money to work with. But from that 50 to $100 mark, 50 to 100 for sure because $100 max is what I was making at some restaurants, but that was my goal every fucking day, right? So that's why I started with 50 to 100. I used to make $100 a day serving tables. That was my goal at minimum. Every day I wanted $100. Every day I worked, I wanted $100, right? But as my goals changed in life, as I was getting more into trading, my work schedule changed. Sometimes instead of working 5, 6, 7 days, now I'm working 3 to 4 days because something had to take the sacrifice, right? Then after you change up your schedule to fit where you need to be in the market, change up your budget so you can give yourself some extra money to play with so you can take more risk in order to make more money because you paying bills, guess what? Your bills gonna cost the same at the end of the day, no matter what. And I spent so much time trying to figure out I'm at a transitional phase because my mindset is not the same on my journey to 100 million. My mindset is completely different, but I do understand and remember the mindset I had when I was going to seven figures. But that's why they say the first 100K is the hardest because the 100 million to me is right fucking there. It's nothing changes, right? After my first seven got that May 2019, then I started getting into other shit in this world. E-commerce was one of them. Let me see. We got that one, this one. So let's do this. Let's do Amazon automation. Amazon automation was cool. Um, I broke even with that. I probably invested like $40,000. It was like 25K for the store itself, and then it was like another 15K in Bank of America just so they could buy products and shit for the store. Bought it, say springtime, didn't even get no sales until goddamn shit, October, holiday season, October, November, December. So in those 3 months, I was probably yeah, I broke even. Like I made it back to where I was making 10K weeks sometime, right? But then right after holiday season, my store gets suspended. But I was already having some other issues with the people with the Amazon automation store. So ultimately, I'd have broke even after 12 months of being with them. Some people would have paid the extra 2K to get the store unsuspended, but I didn't really want to go through those trials and tribulations with them no more because it held up a bunch of money for no profit. You know what I'm talking about? And it's like if I have to pay more money in order to, 40 G's is a lot of fucking money. If I gotta pay you more, you telling me I gotta pay you more in order to make some more after I already then paid $40,000 or paid you 25K and then kept another 15K available. That's what I'm saying. Different businesses have different fucking risk. So when it come to trading and people all bitching and complaining, I'm just like, from somebody that's fucking successful with this shit gets on my fucking nerves. But I have to, instead of being upset that y'all talking to me about this shit, I should be upset with myself because I don't have to talk. I just go higher. I can't. I want to educate the public, but I have to do that from a way of YouTube, right? Because some of y'all mindset's not there, right? And I'm not a person who who operates in that mix of other people's mindsets because to me, your mindset not profitable, so there's no reason for me to be, I'm talking about too many fucking chefs in the kitchen, bitch, and you can't cook. That's what I'm talking about. That's how I feel. I feel that real ass deal shit. I'm not no fucking guru. Trading, I live a very fucking normal life. I just got fucking bread and I got options. Sometimes I don't want to play the fucking game no more with people, and I have the option not to do so. But I remember back in the day when I had to fucking play the game, I had to hee hee and ha ha in front of my fucking um managers' faces, especially at fucking Brio Tuscan Grill. I remember that motherfucking Morgan, the GM, who got in trouble for fucking embezzling, and her ass. She was the one like, oh, you shouldn't even trade, da 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 da. Like, bitch, I'm working 3 to 4 days here. I don't want to fucking be here with you, bitch, for the rest of my life. Like these niggas over here. These niggas don't have no other goals in life, and ain't shit fucking wrong with that because I need them there for when I want to go eat there. But that's just not what I want to fucking do with somebody in my 20s. I took my 20s very seriously, and it wasn't from a point to where I had every event planned in my fucking 20s. Sometimes the shit just fucking happened the way it happened, and I would take the trials and tribulations and learn from them, and Uno reverse that bitch and then grow and do it a different fucking way. So that's where I'm taking it into going into this year, 2026, because at first I was like, oh man, I blew an account. Let me find some way to da 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 da. Because a lot of you niggas is instant gratification niggas, but I cannot, and I'm not going to teach and give you niggas a free 30-day fucking trial. I don't care that much. I do not. I'm profitable, but I do not care that much, right? And I cannot sit here, and I'm not going to sit here and apologize for taking the risk that we need to take in order to get the results that I do get because I'm the only fucking one getting them, bitches. Come on now. That is where my frustration leads from. But I do have to watch the frustration because sometimes some of y'all, this is y'all first time thinking like the way that I think, and I understand that. But just because it's your first time thinking the way that I think, don't mean you gotta say some dumbass shit either. You don't have to fucking talk. I remember when I was learning how to trade and shit like that, I learned from a book and fucking YouTube. And if you ain't got enough money to pay people, that's what the fuck you need to do too. And I got very fucking successful from it. Following me is a fucking pleasure. I'm not even gonna hold you. And I'm not finna overdo myself because you niggas only understand instant gratification because I had to take a long look at myself for a second and understand that I've been back for like 45 days, right? And I'm really just slow rolling it because going into the top of the fucking year, it's just I'm coming into the mindset I had coming in July when I was by myself. I'm making 100K months by my fucking self. I'm that bitch. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people ain't never made 100K and ready to teach you some shit, and your dumb ass ready to listen because they like, oh, I got look at I got fucking numbers, bitch. But do you have people that have made as much or the same amount as you or something from you all over the fucking world, and I ain't never been in a room from these people. I can't copy myself into a fucking stranger. That's why I can sit here and do what the fuck I want to do because bitch, I came from nothing. I came from nothing, so I can tell you what it's gonna take for you to come from nothing too. And I'm sorry, bitch, but you don't have no money. So you not having money. If we take a risk, it's a pleasure. At first, I was hard on myself for failing, but then I had to turn around and look at it. I'm like, bitch, I'm not even fucking failing, bitch. There's very few accounts in these last 45 days that I have actually fucking blown. And we have blown like $1,000 fucking. A thousand. Amazon automation, I'm coming out the gate with fucking 40K. Fucking when I did real estate in 2023, oh fuck. And even then, I'm taking this shit a whole different way. I failed in real estate 2023. I lost probably damn near $350,000 in real estate for no fucking reason at all, right? But I'm fine with that. I don't mind taking losses because I just repurposed the loss into something else and come out bigger. Before I hit that big ass trade, I literally just got done telling Liquid, I said, I'm finna take 200K from y'all in the next 30 days. I don't give a fuck. And guess what? I took them bitches' noses. I took their fucking nose. I'm exactly who I say I am because I have the habits. I have the successful habits, and that's why it's hard for me to go back and think a different way because I've done too much. I've made too many people successful. I done paid for too much shit. I done bought too many people cars. I done bought too many people fucking houses and shit. And it's disrespectful to me for you to think, bitch, that you gon' not fucking study and you deserve 100K in 30 fucking days on your free month trial, you stupid delusional bitch. Come on, bro. That's the shit that pissed me off. But I don't have to be pissed off. That is an option. I don't have to talk to people. Other industries, these losses I took in other industries, they were so fucking big. But if I'm someone that came from nothing, how the fuck did I get the money to get in these hoes anyway? And that's just some of them. I'm more of a digital asset investor, right? Because I'll tell you one thing the other Forex mentors ain't gonna tell you, bitch, trading is a glorified 9 to 5 till you gotta show up every motherfucking day the rest of your fucking life if you want to make some fucking money just like at work. I invest my shit. I'm not buying no big ass dumbass car, no big ass dumbass house out of my one. I don't want no big ass house anyway like that. I'll be fucking scared somebody gonna come in here, I'm gonna kill them motherfuckers. I don't want to do that. I already know who I am. I know how I operate. I'm a person that does better at arm's reach with people because I cannot how do you say, I'm humble, but I think I care too much to where I'll start giving a fuck about your mindset, but knowing damn well I shouldn't be listening. And I know that if I want the results that so and so got, then I need to do exactly what the fuck they say. Now, if you listening to so and so plus 25 other niggas, and then you got 26 niggas brain inside your brain, just like your brain up there, so 27 fucking brains, and then you trying to figure out why you can't pull the trigger and implement your shit, what I'm trying to fucking teach you, and why you scared, just because bitch you listening to too many fucking people and you think I'm supposed to give a fuck about it, and I don't. I'm not going to. I cannot and I'm not going to come from up here to down here to reach you guys. The 30-day free trials in the fucking signals. That means if you then watched me for 8 years and didn't implement anything that I've been saying for 8 years, and you start your 30-day fucking free trial, and then like, I don't know how to I don't care. That means you gotta go educate yourself. You need to get an ebook or something. You ain't even gotta learn from me, bitch. You can learn from anybody. But from me, I have education, and if you refuse to get that education, it ain't got shit to do with me. And now I done had so many results, and I got so many students doing well right now. I just already took on two more private students to where I don't have to sit down and torture my fucking self, right? When my clients, I want to help as many as I can, and I know as many people can't, but there's a reason that you don't go fucking trying to bring the hood back up because What happened to Nipsey? Nipsey went back trying to grab niggas out the hood. Nigga got shot. That's what always happened. I learn from other people's fucking mistakes. How many times we fucking seen it? I'm not slowing down just because you don't know what the fuck going on. Because just like we have the same 24 hours and we've had the same 24 hours for 8 years, I know at least for the last well, 5 to 6 for sure, I've been talking. And 5 to 6 for sure, some of y'all faces for sure, has been fucking watching. It's a pleasure and a great opportunity to learn my habits in this market. What time I enter, how I'm entering, what I start with, how I'm scaling, all that shit. And some of y'all, you don't appreciate it, but it ain't got shit to do with me. That's where I'm at right now. I'm not finna apologize for taking the risk that I have to take. I'm not coming down to this level. And the signals itself is $200 a month after your 30-day free trial because I know what it takes to get here. You can't tell me what you think because you don't know what it takes to get here. You don't know what it takes to get here. You don't have that yet. I don't have this yet. I don't know what it takes to get here, but when I come across certain obstacles and shit in life and business and trading, I just take a different fucking path, right? I'm only offering 2 tiers from here on out. The mentorship package is a big ass package, and I got the signals package. Outside of YouTube and my mentorship package, I don't have nothing to say because real estate, I put 25K down per house, right? So we talking about investing in cryptocurrency, making 750K in a matter of a few months. Amazon automation, dropping $40,000 down on that. Real estate, wasting fucking 350K over there and other fucking things. A lot of shit. It's been 8 fucking years. And as much as I talk and as fast as I talk, I can't tell you everything I've done in fucking 30 days. But I do remember how I felt the first time that I ever took a trade. Not knowing what the fuck was going on, made $1,200 with an $800 account, blew all this shit 5 minutes later, but I was happy about it, right? I'm upset at the fact that I did not accomplish my goal to take 100 people to 100K as of now, but that doesn't mean I can't fucking do it. It's just a matter of a different strategy because there's so many people following along. Some of you niggas don't do what Simon say, but I'm not even worried about y'all because my thing is, this is how I filter things out. This is what I've been thinking about. When people tell me, oh, the bot isn't working, and then I just seen 25 niggas get in there for free, I just assume you was a stupid nigga that wasn't supposed to be in there because if you can't get into the bot, then you can't get into the fucking trades. My crypto side, whole different site, separate from Forex coming out in fucking 2026 in these next couple of days. She already working on it, right? My mindset going to 100 million is completely different than my 7 figure mindset. But I'm still able to explain my 7 figure mindset. But I've been explaining it to some of y'all for 5 to 6 fucking years, and you don't get it, nor are you listening, right? Just because you don't take shit seriously, don't mean I gotta sit here and wait for you to fucking do it. That's why I cost so much because I get the fucking results. I don't have to sit here and play dumbass games with people, and I'm not going to because I do shit that's impossible to a lot of fucking people. But how am I able to do it? How am I able to do it? You can't argue with what's right in front of you. You gonna argue with hundreds of people that I done taught to be successful, and they more than likely made their first 6, 7, 8 figures with me. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I'm learning how to operate within myself at this level now and trying to find a nice middle ground, and that's where I'm at right now. But I'm not sorry that it take this it take this in order to get where the fuck we supposed to be. I gotta document the whole journey. That's why I'm making a video. The stuff that was going on with my mom back then is some of the same shit going on now, but I'm pissed. I'm pissed now and I was pissed back then. Pissed back then I made 7 fucking figures. out of being nobody in this fucking world. Pissed now. I got a whole different mindset on everything. Then already did all the hard work in my fucking 20s. Already did the hard work in my 20s. And then, what's it called? Hang on, Aubrey, almost done. And then, I mean, found out what worked and what don't fucking work, and what I like and what I don't fucking like. And what I don't like is being around people that want to be at the level I'm at and don't want to do what the fuck it take. Because, bitch, you don't know what it take. Only I do. Because if you did, you would be here. That's where I'm at. And a lot of people don't like to hear it that way, but that's the way it is, unfortunately. When you have money, you get freedom and options in this fucking world. You really do. It's a tool. People don't know it's a tool yet. A lot of people don't even know that money should be invested and always working for you. The way that I trade, it's almost like a snowball. One snowflake, two snowflake, three snowflake, boom. Nigga get hit with an avalanche. That's the way that I trade. Long story short. But it may not be the way that you trade, but just because you don't fucking understand don't mean it's fucking wrong. And if you don't want to swing trade, bitch, every account has almost hit at least the band. Take the shit. Just fucking take it. If you're going to cry, just take the fucking money. It's right there in front of you. If you see it there and you decline to take it, then who's the stupid idiot at that point? Because I'm the one that got us there, but only you know what your finances is. Only you know if you squirrely or not. I'm not squirrely. My tail is different. I'm not easily entertained by $700 in the account when I know that I can take this to a number that a lot of people fucking can't. And under the right circumstances. So right now, my edge, I feel like in the market is not working, but this is a part of me documenting the strategy so that y'all understand what I changed and and what stayed the same. What's my mindset on the market and how I operated because now everything's documented. People only get the one time with me because once those accounts hit 10K, like I said, a lot of people don't have 10K in a fucking account. It's an imaginary number to them. They don't understand. They've never seen it before. Not all at once. Just because you make 25K a year don't mean you've ever seen 25K all at one time. And I could take us there all at one time, but that's going to require a lot of people to change your ego. Ego check yourself. I had to do that shit today. I'm pissed off with everybody yesterday. All kinds of shit. And then I say some shit to my in-laws. And even if I think I'm fucking right, I'm just so tired of arguing. I still just give it because it's a respect thing. I shouldn't even be fighting that hard anyway, right? I ain't earned it against them. They got their shit together. So, so that's how I feel with y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Just be grateful I'm giving the free trial. But I'm not gonna extend the free trial just because you can't afford it. You know what I'm talking about? That's where I'm at. Because my gift to the world is the gift of getting to try something new with somebody that didn't know what the fuck they doing. That had to go from here to there, from the bottom to the top. That's trying to tell you what it's gonna take. I promise you, everybody that done told me they already know what it's gonna take and they go off on their own, they still not fucking there. One of them asked me, "What you want me to say? You right?" I'm like, "I don't need you to tell me I'm right. I'm looking at the results of what I said and what you did. That's where I'm at. You only get to follow me one time from 100 to 100K because under the right circumstances, when we get there, you're not going to be able to follow along. And I know I probably said I was going to start these challenges every week for you, but fuck that. I'm ready to leave this shit behind and show you guys how much money I really fucking make doing this shit with the right amount of money. But showing you what it takes from rock bottom, showing you what it takes from rock bottom, some of you still can't do it. So by the time we get to even fucking 3K, some of you will be out of the game. That's where I'm at. I'm learning how to operate within and in front of the public. I am ecstatic about 2026 because I don't think there's a way that I'm leaving without 30 million. And I don't need y'all. I don't need y'all for it. That is the power of trading. It gives you a say in your life, who you want to deal with, who you don't want to deal with, where you want to be, and where you don't want to fucking be. But all that work comes way before this. This signals operating in front of everybody is a hiccup on the journey, but we ain't been wrong, right? If you need the money at a different time than I do, you just gotta fucking take it. That's the only thing. That's it. So when I hit 100 million, just know I gave you the opportunity to watch me. But I'm gonna be as big as Facebook, MicroStrategy, Tesla, because I'm doing shit a different way and people ain't never done it before. And if I had the chance to meet and become Bill Ackman and to see his early days and be a fucking Mark Zuckerberg, even though that nigga keep fucking s- suspending me and shit, then I would take it because they doing successful ass shit in the world because they sacrifice time and get to enjoy the rest of their fucking life for and do nothing. I worked way harder before in my 2 years that it took for my learning curve to make that seven figures than I have in the last couple years. I promise you that one. So I'm not in, although I feel for people, I'm not in the habit anymore to overdo myself and to apologize for giving you an opportunity to make the same amount of money to start from 100 fucking dollars to start with the same amount. Right? Because by the time 50 lots get on their account, it's gonna be more than most people have ever made and will ever think to make the entire fucking lives. But only a few of y'all, even with 100 people, 200, 500, 1,000, fucking 7 billion people in the world, only a few of them gonna be able to copy me to that level. Even follow me to a fucking T. So I'm right. So moving into 2026, that's what I'm gonna do. If you want to be here, be here. If you don't want to be here, then enjoy the 30 days and you get to watch me run. You get to watch me fucking do it because either way, it gets done. It gets done either way. But I'm at a point to where I don't care. Now, I don't care. I don't care, but I think it's the best place to be because I don't give a fuck about opinions and stuff because your opinion is unprofitable to me. You haven't even done the first step in your life, which is to figure out a fucking budget so that you can stop overspending your money so that you can take risk in this market, right? At first, I was like, man, I'm surprised we ain't there yet, but I'm okay with timing. I'm okay with timing because everything I done figured out and how I'm operating now, what we think about the last few days, what I done implemented for y'all and put together for y'all over these last couple weeks. That's the system I needed in order to do what I'm finna do. So I'm ready going into 2026. And if you can't hang, that's your dumbass fault. Only thing I'm doing in 2026 is I'm gonna be in the mentorship groups, my private students. Oh, I don't even have an option to sign up for private going into 2026. I'm not offering private no more. Because to me, say max. Well, max, I had a few different levels of private. I had some 50K privates, some 25K privates, some 15K privates, some 12K privates. And even with all those privates, and some of them took it seriously and some people didn't, none of them, for the 12 months of personal time that I offer, has even taken out a 3 day trade of my time. You know what I'm talking about? That's just the difference on I'm headed to a different unfamiliar territory. But even territory that I'm in right now was an unfamiliar territory and I fucking somehow got here. Y'all just didn't have the pleasure to fucking see it on my journey here. So just you get to watch all of it. We was doing good on those counts. That market didn't hold. I woke up, saw that shit was gone, went on about my fucking day, didn't give a fuck. Sorry. Sorry, but I'm not sorry. You better go ask the market for an apology. That bitch blew my account too, bitch. We starting at $100. Y'all wouldn't got to know $1,000 without me, bitch. If you could, you would. And if they do, they talk to me because they learned it from me. Come on, bro. I'm going to 100 million. I'm not coming out of 2026 with less than 30 of them. And with less than 30 of them. So people that can't afford $200 to follow me someplace they ain't gotta fucking be. But at least I was able to show you something in this world. You know? At least I was able to show you something that could potentially change your life if you take it seriously. Because it changed mine to a point to where I used to have to work, now I don't, and now I don't even have to fucking talk to people. I get to choose on what game I want to play and what game I don't. And not a lot of mentors can afford to not fucking teach. I couldn't afford to not teach. That's why the game is fun. I only want to talk to the people that deserve to talk to me. That's why the game is fun. So, we starting with $100 account. January the 1st. We in some trades right now. But for sure, January the 1st, make sure you have 100 in your account for Forex and crypto. If you want to get in, it's free. I love that operating because it take away the conversation. There's nothing to talk to me about when everything's free. Your first 30 days is free. Fucking YouTube is free. I'm making free videos for you. The only thing you gotta pay for is if you want extra education, extra time, extra fucking speak to me time. Cause bitch, I don't gotta speak no more. I don't. I'm not. Speaking to people that still argue about fucking politics, about this kind of shit, I can't. That's where I'm at. It's you have a habit of not looking at what the real truth is, so you will always be stuck in a, and I don't want it to be because I want you to be prosperous and abundant. But you'll always be stuck in the source of scarcity if you looking like I'm broke because of the president. I'm broke because of the riots, my neighborhood, my job, my da da da. No, bitch, sometimes it's your fault. But as soon as you understand it's your fault, that then you get to change your life for real, you know? But other than that, I mean, I think that's what I got to say. Different industries give you different trials and tribulations. I've been back 45 days. I'm failing. At first, I was thinking it was a bad thing, but no, it's a good thing because I'm not fucking failing. I'm not even fucking failing. I'm annoyed. I'm not even fucking failing. That's the thing. So, that's where I'm at. And I'll see y'all on the next YouTube video or in the mentorship. And see.